It seems like he's got this hardness to him that he doesn't want to fully let down. What's going on, guys? My name is Max. Welcome back for another reaction. Today we're checking out KSI. Seen him in a few videos on Impulsive. I've seen him box. I've seen a few of his reaction videos. So I'm somewhat familiar with KSI. Don't have like the best read on him or his personality. If you're new to this channel, that's what I do. I'm a communication skills coach. I help people with their communication skills. And on this channel, I react to all different types of people's communication skills. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out and maybe getting to know KSI a little bit better.
Hi again.
Sorry, the other date didn't
See, he likes to laugh. The guy laughs, man. The guy laughs easily.
work out.
It's a shame no one gets to see it.
I know.
So does KSI think he's really funny? Is that why he laughs so much? Or, you know, does he just have like a really good sense of humor? I don't even know if that's the word or the phrase for it. Maybe he just finds a lot of things funny and he's just a jovial guy. But I have noticed that he does like crack up and it's like a very in-your-face, obvious laugh.
I think a lot of people think I'm crazy and like wild. And then when they meet me, they're like, oh, wow, you're just really calm and chill.
Okay.
Okay? Okay?
Have you always had that laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. It's very distinct.
No, you don't find it annoying?
It is kind of annoying.
I would have loved to see his response to her saying it was annoying. Maybe they cut that out for a reason. But I do feel like KSI has quite a big ego. And I feel like that would probably hurt his ego a little.
On online
On
dating.
Tinder. I don't know if she's wearing something to do with Dragon Ball Z or something like that. I am really random, but then I'm like, I'd like to see what you're saying.
KSI, man, mad respect to KSI. But I just don't think he's smooth, man. I really don't think he's smooth. And I'm not saying he's necessarily trying to be smooth with Amelia. I think he's trying to demonstrate his game.
Babes, wink face, you know what I mean? Like,
Is that a Dragon Ball Z reference?
yes, Super Saiyan.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a bit
Dragon
of a
Ball
nerd.
Z. Is that like Beyblade?
No, but let's move on, fam. How dare you? How dare you?
Right, so KSI is getting back at Amelia here. How dare you? How dare you? Notice how he's not making eye contact with her when he's responding to her. Like he's kind of like defeated in a way.
Let's move on, fam. How dare you? How dare you?
Oftentimes when we make eye contact with someone, we're letting them know that we're there with them. So I think if KSI just kind of had his eyes up and smiled and said, how dare you? I think that would add to the rapport that's built between the two of them. But that's okay. That's okay. He's doing his thing. He's his own guy. No hate. No hate, KSI.
How?
Did you ever used to play Beyblades?
Yes, I used to play freaking Beyblades.
Right.
Okay, so there he did it. There was a really good example of him kind of establishing that rapport and connecting with her. You see that? Let's go back.
Yes, I used to play freaking Beyblades.
Let it rip. Do you ever get recognised by people over the age of 20?
Yes, of course.
I thought all your fans were like children.
That was funny, man. That was funny. So it's funny because, you know, KSI, he didn't take that in a self-deprecating way. You know, he kind of like quickly pivoted to, of course, that's hilarious. That's such a crazy thing for you to say. Of course people recognize me over 20. Like, I feel like I said, I sense he's got a little bit of an ego. He's got his defense up. Although for a second there, he did give her props for her game. He gave her props for her humor. And I think like his initial reaction was like, that was funny. Like he had his guard down, but then it like quickly kind of like went into like a bit of defense mode.
Fans are like children.
Children, kids. Yeah, that makes sense. The whole YouTube thing. Nah, if anything, especially after the whole boxing, I have people way older than 20.
Well, like how old? What's your oldest fan?
Way older than 20. He's got to make a point. Although, I believe him. I think that's probably true. I mean, listen, I know KSI. I'm a fan of, I guess like you could say I'm a fan of him. I mean, listen, I'm a fan of Logan Paul. And so, yeah, like, listen, I'm a little older. I'm a fan of these guys.
What was your type then?
Like, if you're packing in the trunk, then I'm a fan.
I mean, if you need to go to the toilet?
Nah, if you've got a big ass.
I thought you meant if you need to do a poo or something.
Nah, why would that...
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
That was funny, man. I mean, she's so fucking deadpan and straight-faced about her humor, isn't she, Amelia? She's killing it, man. How many subscribers does she have? Wow, she's almost at 1 million. Last time I checked, a few months ago, she was at like 750K. She's killing it, man. Very deadpan, very straight-faced, very witty, right? Like, when she's delivering that joke, it's like she's acting like she's being dead serious about it. So she's able to really do a really good job of just keeping a straight face, although she knows she's fucking around. And I thought KSI had a very funny response there.
Yeah, I was startled. I mean, wouldn't you be startled if someone put a finger up your bum?
Fair question. Fair question.
Yeah, but didn't you cry?
Wait, no, I didn't cry.
You told me you cried.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't cry. I told you I didn't cry. I never cried. You see, now it looks like I did cry. Oh, I'm like, I've been stiffed here.
I like that little exchange there. I like that little exchange. I think, you know, as this interview goes on, KSI is showing glimpses of his humility a little bit more. And I just feel like he is a really good guy. I like KSI. I feel like he's got much more to him than he presents. You know, I do feel like if he's just able to like put that ego down just a little, maybe that ego is what sort of like propelled him to his success. That's sort of the sense that I get from him. But I feel like if he's just able to like tear that down just a little, to me, he'd be even more likable and easier to get along with. Not to say he's difficult to get along with, and he's killing it. So again, I'm not hating on his choices or his personality or his communication skills in any way. That's just from my perspective. I would love to see him kind of bring his guard down a little more. But I did, like I said, I really liked that last exchange there. It really did seem like he was more humble in that last exchange. I'm going to rewind 25 seconds.
Cry.
Wait, no, I didn't cry.
You told me you cried.
No, I'm pretty sure I didn't cry. I told you I didn't cry. I never cried. You see, now it looks like I did cry. Oh, I'm like...
Yeah, but still, although he's joking and although he is showing his humility there, even within the humor, he's got his guard up a little.
I told you I didn't cry. I never cried.
Yeah, it's just interesting to watch. Although you can sense that he's got a softer side, it seems like he's got this hardness to him that he doesn't want to fully let down. But he could be goofy like he just did there, and I like seeing that goofy side to him.
Do you walk around?
I walk.
You walk around.
I walk, I jog.
Jog?
Run.
Do you run?
Of course I run.
Okay. Oh yeah, boxers have to run, don't they? Like
Yeah.
that Rocky is always running.
Just running uphill. Yeah, doing all of that. Do you run?
Do you, when you're running, do you feel like that? You're like...
Ignored my question, all right.
Oh, do I run?
Yeah.
No.
I like how KSI called her out there. You know, and he's making this more of a two-way conversation now. He's asked a couple questions. You know, the guy has the ability to be an engaging communicator. There's no question about it. He has that awareness. He's clearly an intelligent guy. But that's just an important thing in a conversation. Conversations that I think have more meaning and have more depth is because they're a two-way street. Questions are being asked from both sides. Both people feel like the other person wants to hear from them. And, you know, KSI, I think, genuinely is demonstrating that he wants to be here, that he wants to hear from her.
You don't do any...
Actually, I just joined a football team.
You look pretty good for someone that doesn't do exercise.
Thank you very much. Was that a compliment? Stop flirting with me. What's your dance move that you do?
Probably the one where I just take a wad of cash and just throw it. Yeah.
That's cool. Original.
I don't know if he liked it. I don't know if he's used to being called out like this. I know she's doing it in sort of a joking way. That's the beauty of humor. You can disguise your realness through humor sometimes. So I feel like there is an ounce of sincerity when she's saying, that's original. Maybe more than an ounce of sincerity. But because it's sort of masked in this humor, she can get away with it. But I sense that he's kind of taken a little bit off guard by those comments.
We've run out of questions.
No, I haven't.
You definitely have.
No, I haven't. Do you like flowers?
So KSI's way of giving her shit is kind of just by like making her feel dumb, you know? That, like, in a joking way. He's like, you know, kind of looking at her like, really? Did you really ask me that question? Like, that's his way of reciprocating the teasing. Let's see what else there is in these last 8 seconds.
Bye. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
We're actually done.
Yeah, we're done. Unless the memory card corrupts.
Listen, man, he's got a good sense of humor. He gives people their props and their praise when they say something funny. It's not like he's got his guard up in terms of like, hey, I'm not gonna like give in to your humor and like I'm not gonna admit that you're funny too. And when he finds something funny, he laughs. You know, and that's something we can learn from even KSI. It's like, hey, if you have something good to say about someone, if there's something funny, laugh. Tell them it's funny. And I think there is actually a lot of honesty to KSI in that way. And I really do like him. I wish this was a little bit longer. You know, as the interview progressed, I was starting to like him a little more because he was kind of getting back at her. But, you know, the guy does have an ego, and I think he would admit that. Not to say that's necessarily a bad thing. I would just like to see him drop his guard a little bit more. Other than that, if you want to watch the full uncut version of my reaction, including all my other uncut reactions, you can. All you need to do is click on my Patreon link below. Other than that, thank you for tuning in. My name is Max. I will catch you soon. Peace.